From the book, What to Expect When You're Expecting, I'm on the chapter that is on the second month of pregnancy, so weeks 5 to 8, and it is going over some explanations for specific symptoms that are common at this phase in pregnancy and explains why they happen. Why heartburn? Early in pregnancy, your body produces large amounts of the hormones progesterone and relaxin, which tend to relax smooth muscle tissue everywhere in the body, including your GI tract. As a result, food sometimes moves more slowly through your system, resulting in indigestion issues of all kinds. That can include feeling bloated, gassy, a full feeling, or heartburn. This can be uncomfortable for you, but is actually beneficial for your baby. The digestive slowdown allows for better absorption of nutrients to your bloodstream and subsequently through the placenta into your baby. Research has actually backed up what old wives have maintained for generations about heartburn. On average, the more heartburn you have during pregnancy, the more likely your baby is to be born with a full head of hair. Implausible as it sounds, it seems that the hormones responsible for heartburn are the same ones that cause fetal hair to sprout. Why cravings and food aversions? The majority of expectant moms find that their taste in food changes somewhat in pregnancy, and some find that they change a lot. Most experience a craving for at least one food, and more than half will have at least one food aversion. One of the most common pregnancy cravings is ice cream, and one of the most common pregnancy aversions is chicken. To a certain extent, these sudden eccentric and sometimes borderline bizarre eating habits can be blamed on hormonal havoc, which probably explains why they're the most common in the first trimester of pregnancy when that havoc is at its height. Hormones, however, may not tell the whole story. The long-held theory that cravings and aversions are sensible signals from our bodies, that when we develop a distaste for something, it's usually bad for us, and when we lust after something, it's usually something we need, often does seem to stand up. It goes on to say that's not always true, you might find yourself having an aversion to broccoli even though broccoli is healthy. Most cravings and aversions disappear or weaken by the 4th month of pregnancy. Cravings that hang in there longer may be triggered by emotional needs, the need for a little extra attention, for example. If both you and your spouse are aware of this need, it should be easy to satisfy. Why visible veins? Developing visible veins during pregnancy is normal and nothing to worry about, but they are a sign that your body is doing what it should. They're part of the network of veins that expanded to carry the increasing blood supply of pregnancy, which will be nourishing your baby. They may show up earlier and be more prominent in slim or fair-skinned moms-to-be. In other expectant moms, particularly those who are darker skinned or overweight, the veins may be less visible or not noticeable at all, or they may not become obvious until later in pregnancy. On spider veins. Spider veins may not be pretty, but they aren't varicose veins. What prompts spider veins early in pregnancy? First, the increased volume of blood that you're carrying can create significant pressure on blood vessels, causing even tiny veins to swell and become visible. Second, pregnancy hormones can do a number on all of your blood vessels, big and small. And third, genetics can predispose you to spider veins at any time in life, but especially during pregnancy. Varicose veins. Varicose veins often surface for the first time during pregnancy, and they tend to get worse in subsequent pregnancies. That's because the extra volume of blood you produce during pregnancy puts extra pressure on your blood vessels, especially the veins in your legs, which have to work against gravity to push all of that extra blood back up to your heart. Add to that the pressure of your ever heavier uterus will be putting on your pelvic blood vessels and the vessel relaxing effects of the extra hormones your body is producing, and you have the perfect recipe for varicose veins. With varicose veins, there may be a mild achiness or severe pain in the legs, or a sensation of heaviness or swelling, or none of these. A faint outline of bluish veins may be visible, or snake-like veins may bulge from ankle to upper thigh. In severe cases, the skin overlying the veins becomes swollen, dry, and irritated. There's several more, so I'll do a part 2. Follow me if you want to catch it.